All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Came across this article in the Business Insider 19 hours ago, and the title reads, Americans, Babylonians, the Great. All right, will lose full Social Security benefits in 11 years, according to the program's trustees, a year later than expected, man. All right, so the article was basically just going into these provisions uh, given to individuals by the so-called government. Hey, man, it's getting ready to run out, man. And this goes into pretty much all manners of quote unquote help that this man Esau Edom provides, man. Not just Social Security, but any type of government pensions, man. Whether it be child support payments, hey, the VA, they got a whole bunch of people involved in that government program. They got all type of financial programs for people, man, that need money. All right, and this is what we're warning our people, man. Hey, there's going to come a time where in order to continue to receive these goodies, these goods, all right, and this money from these different programs, and they'll come up with new programs, man, for the MOTB. But hey, yeah, that's the whole point. In order to receive and continue to receive the new programs that they're going to come out with that universal income, and you gotta take that MOTB, man. And we gotta continue to watch these things and prepare our minds, man, our spirits, minds, bodies, to not be a part of this, man. Each and every day we hear more and more rumors of that MOTB coming into play. So we just gotta stay circumspect, man. All right, stay circumspect, because they're going to get a lot of people. And being that Social Security is usually given to people of extreme mental issues, or older people, man, those two demographics are going to be a huge bulk of the individuals that does take that MOTB. Another demographic, women, single women, especially the women of our nation, man, they're not built up for this, and they spent the majority of their lives depending on the enemy. All right, Esau Edom in his programs, especially the women. All right, but the old folks, they're in the same boat, and they can't really take care of themselves anyway. So and when they're faced with that MOTB being that they're not servants of Yahweh Hashem Shah, but you think they're not gonna take it, bro, in the name of trying to survive a few more years and do it comfortably? All right, especially with that universal income, they've already primed the people to take this damn mark, man, by these government programs. Everybody that is receiving any type of government assistance, man, in order for you to continue, all right, you're going to have to take that MOTB, plain and simple. All right, and then again, they'll do the universal income, they'll do the debt, erase the debt thing, man. So everybody's going to be jumping on board to take that MOTB, especially those demographics which we named: the older population, all right, the women, especially the single ones, man, and the people with mental issues, man. All right, especially, let me bring that out, man. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, small and great, rich and poor, people with a lot of money, people with no money, people that are so-called free, and the ones that are incarcerated, bro. And it also goes, from a baby, just like you get a Social Security card here in Babylon the Great, from a baby on up to an elderly person, man. The enemy is going to cause all to or receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. And concerning the people with these deformities, whether it be mental or they have deaf, dumb, or blind, we see that this man, the Lord has allowed this man to come up with this technology to quote unquote heal these things, man, paralysis, etc. All right, via Elon Musk microchip, man. and that one goes inside your head and your brain, man. So this is what the Lord is going into, man. All right, now there's going to be a certain spirit behind the official MOTB, but you better believe this is the technology that the Lord warned us from, man. All right, this is the device, this RFID microchip that they want to implant in every human being here on earth, man. All right, in verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That is a huge sign to Wadi Habashim for revealing to us these things, man. Once you see, oh man, these people are putting a device in people, and without it or with it, you're going to be able to buy or sell. It'll facilitate you to do that. You should know this is the big sign, all right, of the MOTB, man. Don't take it, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. All right, so we've went into these things before, but just a warning, man. With these government programs going by a lot of people, depend on it, especially the elder population. That is what they, one way that they figure they're going to be able to survive and to sustain their life in their old age after they're not working anymore. Okay, and they really are in need, especially when we talk about medication and things. A lot of elderly people are on a lot of medication, all right, and they need supervision, all right, and they need things, man. And here's your big brother, all right, Esau Edom, shining brightly and standing there ready to provide those provisions, man. But we're warning y'all here pretty soon, man. In order to attain those provisions from the enemy, you're going to have to show your allegiance, man. All right, and a part of that allegiance showing is taking that MOTB, man. All right, moving on. Gotta be careful. Is Isaiah 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. And we're prophesying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Al Shah concerning our people. First and foremost, we are in Egypt this very day, which means we're in bondage, captivity. So the Bible is saying, hey, destruction to them that go down to Egypt for help. So we're not supposed to trust in the enemy, especially concerning these last prophecies, man. This MOTB. Yeah, we use the enemy, for our well-being until the MOTB came. All right, and then hey, that's our faith having to go up another level. It's all fun and games and easier said than done, but when that mark gets implemented, all right, we got to show forth another level of faith. Sure, we're doing things now to make our calling and election sure through the spirit, but we got to when that mark come, we got to take it up a notch, man. So again, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, man, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh by Hashem Shah. And that's the spirit 2/3 of the nation of Israel is in right now, man. They trust in this man and his system because he seems to be strong, all right, mighty, wise, all right, with the brain chips, okay, and powerful because his military might and the fact that he's ruling the earth and the money. All right, so you see these things, especially from a weak person, a woman, all right, a child, an elderly person. These are all weaker, populations compared to a strong, Israelite man, all right, and Yahweh Hashem Shah. So these weaker vessels, they're more susceptible, all right, to the trickery of the enemy, man. All right, the smooth words of the enemy when they see those strong, horsemen and the many chariots, man. All right, from this man's ships to his aircraft, all right, all these, the ability to build these, super cities, man. People see that and they see it as power, which I mean it is. It's given to them by Yahweh Bahashem Shah. It's just you got to have a certain level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to know how the story goes, man. Hey, the whole story is written down in this book, hey, from the beginning to the end, man. And we do know, hey, at the end of the story, this man goes down, man, and Israel comes up, and that's gonna be forever. So we just got to remember that, man, because it's coming. The persecution is coming. We see that. We hear rumors of that. They're working on making laws to get us. It is what it is. Hey, but luckily for us, it's only about two more main prophecies, man. The big world war, the missiles that accompany World War III, and of course the MOTB first, man. Really, we waiting on these two last prophecies, man. All right, there's a whole bunch of chaos that comes in between then, but hey, two more prophecies and we'll be out of here. So no matter what happens, we should be happy for the most part, looking forward to this change, man. All right, this drastic change is gonna happen as we enter into these dark days, man, and enter into that persecution season, man. Lord willing, it don't be too long, if it be the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, I pray that it don't be too long for us, man, and we just show forth our faith and we get on up out of here, man. All right, let's go to Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. All right, and we're prophesying through the Spirit what those devices are. Right, the fact that he got everybody in a trick bag by depending on the government assistance, and if you're not receiving like monthly government assistance, just remember when they came out with those two stimulus checks, man. It's the same thing. Those are provisions. It was a very quote unquote rough time, for society. And guess what? There he was, the enemy, there with a solution, there with a pacifier, all right, handing out money to everybody that could receive it, man. All right. And that's the same thing they're gonna do this time, man. Of course, the earth got to get a whole lot more effed up, all right, for them to come with that great solution like that, man. All right, but there, watch for these things. The inflation is one issue. The fact that people can't really afford things, so that's going to make them more susceptible to receiving provisions and help. All right, the bank crashings. All right, it's a lot of people losing their money, and just banks are just crashing right now. Plus, all right, the government programs, all these things, man. Esau Edom is gonna be right there saying you can have these things. We can fix this inflation, man. We can fix the bank crashing, man. All right, you can continue with your government programs, man. Matter of fact, we got some more government programs. It's been a whole lot of articles coming out about different cities paying people to move there. Hell, I live in one city that they're paying people to move into. I looked it up, and there's definitely some rules and regulations, man. But I think about those migrants, man. Why wouldn't they? They're already giving those migrants different type of provisions and things. This whole move to my city, get a few $1,000s, and man, they had a whole bunch of other incentives that came with it, man. Free park access, all type of stuff, free pool access for a year, all type of stuff, man. Hey man, they're probably gonna continue with that, man. Sure, it was you gotta make $75,000 a year, which good luck finding people to do that, that make that much. But as far as those migrants go, hey man, that's a good way to cause more and more chaos. It's already happening. All right, people are fed up with living how they're living. All right, and then they're seeing that these migrants are getting all these provisions. Hey, that's pissing people off here in Babylon the Great. Hey, that in relation to prophecy, man, it's gonna be chaos in the streets, man. All right, sedition amongst men. All right, people invading one another, and the Lord prophesied to us all these things, man, preceding His second coming. So, hey, that's just another way that we're not ignorant of His devices, man. The manipulation, the protest. All right, we're not ignorant. All right, that there's crisis actors and shit like that, man. There's a certain spirit on a lot of people right now to see right past that BS, man. I only saw like one video that I could even stomach watching those so-called protests, and everybody out there just looks full of it. It looks like agenda, just full of it, man. All right, and that's why this man is not to be respected, because he's a liar. All right, we're telling this man, facts and truth. They're making up stuff, man. That's little girl behavior. That's little kid. That's what little scared ass little kids do, and scared ass little women. That's why this man not supposed to be respected, because if he really was about that, and if he was really like that, then he would just come out with it and say it, man. Hey, we don't like you guys. All right, we dislike Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. That's what they would say. All right, in the prophets, all right, and just come on with it. But instead, they want to be in the back, playing the shadows, manipulating weak-minded people. Preying on the minds of the weak. All right, which is again weak-minded niggas that act like females, the females and the children, man, old folks. All right, and they're losing their minds, man. So of course they the ones still raising up these flags, talking about "Make America Great Again" type stuff. It's usually these old type of folks, man. All right. And it shows you again. That's why I started off like that. Hey, those are the same demographics, man. All right, populations that's gonna, be the bulk of the ones taking this MOTB, man. All right, freaking single women, especially of the nation of Israel, you old folks, man, and of course the children, man. All right, and weak men, of course. This is Luke 9 and verse 26. For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. So, hey, man, we're experiencing that now, hey, with the Lord's hopeful elect and everybody else. But let's just talk about the Israelites. 2/3, man, they're ashamed of Yahweh Shem Shah when they hear, hey, the words of the prophets, man, of Yahweh Shem Shah through the prophets, man. All right, when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. But I tell you of truth, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the kingdom of Yahweh. But going back up to for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed. So the Lord, mentioned before, he was going to mock and when your calamity cometh, laugh at your fear, when these things happen to you. And that's going to you, the 2/3, man, that don't want to listen, don't want to hear, want to continue to trust in this man. It's all fun and games, especially you women, all fun and games until it really happens, man. And that is our hope, that these things are really going to happen. All right, that we're not crazy, we're not out of our mind. I mean, because as time progresses, and though it tarry, wait for it, and it, the totality of it's tarrying. All right, the individual things that keep us motivated, it's not. We're watching, but I mean, it is tarrying in relation to us wanting to be out of here like yesterday. Now we know it's a process, all right, and it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shah, how long we're in this captivity still, but we're still doing things to make our calling and election sure, prophesying, rebuking, etc. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't want to hear it. They're ashamed, all right, to profess Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, period, let alone out there on the highways and byways doing it, all right. So when their calamity come, man, all right, the Lord's gonna be ashamed. He's not gonna hear you, okay? And when we're changed and y'all see, all right, are the men of Yahweh Shem Shah, you see the women of Yahweh Shem Shah, all right, and you see how good we look, all right, you see the power that we hold through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. They're gonna be so jealous, so ashamed. All right, in that very moment when we're changed, during that twinkling of an eye, that very moment, all right, when we're changed and they see the chariots in the glory and the majesty. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Only rumors, those fucking, chariot, whatever the Lord got going on, man, with the chariot side is, man, the chariot Yahweh Bashim Shah gonna have during the second coming ain't doing like the ones that we see now. Trust me, it's gonna be a full quote unquote red carpet rollout, man. So I ain't no telling how them chariots gonna look, man. They got life in them, all type of stuff, man. They probably changed shape, got all type of fine, jewels in them, encrusted in them, made out of, ain't no telling, man. All right. Ain't no telling. But like I say, in that moment, 2/3 they gonna hate life, man. From then on out, and gonna wish that they would have just did these simple things that the Lord required of them. The Lord said His law is not grievous, man. Especially talking to you Israelites, man. The law is not grievous, man. You can come back and put forth a decent effort and please Yahweh Shema Shai, enough that He'll have mercy upon you, because we can't serve the Lord perfectly, you see. But we can definitely put forth an effort and receive mercy. And that's what we're fighting for, to receive mercy from Yahweh Bahashim Shah during this great tribulation, man. All right, because if the Lord is not with you, you're going to get dusted out here, bro. All right, and it's easier said than done. It's all fun and games, man. What if the bank's crashing out and nobody can get no money from their bank account no more? It'll be on and popping. You have to make a decision then and there. Who you gonna serve? You gonna go down to Egypt for help, or you gonna wait on the Lord? And a lot of people can talk that, but they ain't never had the experience of really waiting on the Lord in righteousness. Ain't nothing coincidental, but to them, It wasn't really the Lord. It's kind of coincidence. It was of their own will. They wasn't really praying and fasting in the name of Yahweh Shai, all right, to get delivered out of those situations that they found themselves in. So when it happens this time, they're not going to be built up for it. They don't have the resources, spiritual resources, to effectively battle these spirits in the spiritual realm, man. So they're gonna get caught up in it. They're gonna get very carnal, and they're gonna bow down to that man. All right. Especially when the pressure comes. I ain't even mentioned the pressure that comes. I was talking about the miracles, and the provision side of the mark of the beast, man. All right, but we do know the enemy's gonna come in like a madman, sparing none behind it. All right, so we gotta remember that. Yeah, they'll start it off with oh yeah, this is so cool, this is so convenient, this is where it's at. This MOTB. All right, look at what I can do. I don't need a cell phone to pay. I don't need a wallet, a credit card, or debit card. I can just boom tap to pay my hand and it's all good. All right. But you got to remember the other side of it. Hey, the great wrath in which this man wants to enforce this mark upon, all rich and poor, free and bond, you know, it's going to be a lot of pressure. And you know what it is. You know how far he's willing to take that pressure. It'll be either take this mark or be put to death. All right. We're not going to cap you guys down at all. Take this mark or get put to death. So with that, we just gotta remember, keep our strength up. Hey, be circumspect. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We see these things, man. We see the government programs gonna take a hit, and in order to continue to receive benefits, you're gonna have to take that MOTB, man. All right, and we mentioned in universal income. There's lots of talk about that. If you're listening and watching, man, hey, take this MOTB, and we will pay you people of the earth a decent amount, enough money. They probably offer enough money that nobody should be homeless. They'll build these, they're building shit in these cheap ass places, just like the projects, man. All right. And they'll build places and things like that. But of course, we know that this man's infrastructure, all right, and society with this MOTB is not going to flourish. And, once we see these things come to pass, it's been prophesied that a Yahweh Shah will be, soon to return, right? So once we see these prophecies, we got to believe that the Lord got to be right around the corner, like literally. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.